Hello everyone, welcome back. That's a pretty famous building here in Liverpool. Now I'm not here to do a tour of Liverpool, that's coming a lot later, but what I'm here to do is to check out some of Liverpool's beaches. Yes, you probably might not associate Liverpool with beaches, but there are a few, and I'm going to go and check them out. And actually, they're really nice. And on a day like today, why wouldn't you want to hit the beach? It doesn't seem that far, right? Oh yeah, it does. So we start here at Crosby. There's a car park just there. That's the actual leisure centre, but it's a pretty cool building. Looks like a UFO. So one thing that has been here for years is the soul man at Crosby Beach, and he's always playing music as well. Hence the tunes. But look at the beach though. This beach is amazing, and I've come at the perfect time because the tide is out. Just look at this. So you can see Liverpool literally just in front of me there, and the famous Liverpool docks. It's a bit hazy actually. And this is why Crosby Beach is so special, because of these things. It's a man, and there are 100 of these cast iron statues spread all over the beach. Some actually go quite far out to sea, and these are really strange to look at, especially when the tide is in. And as you're walking along the beach, you're thinking to yourself, is that a person there? Or why is that person just oh no, that's a statue. Is that a real? No, that's not a real person. In fact, the only way to find out if it's a real person or a statue sometimes is just literally getting closer. It took 3 weeks to put these 100 sculptures on the beach, and the guy that sculpted these, he used his own body as a cast for all of these figures, so they are all the same. He's buried. Now bearing in mind, you can see where the tide comes up. When the tide's out, it's just really weird to see these people just standing out in the water, and you think to yourself, there's someone out, there's someone just standing in the water. What's freaking me out is you think you can see people, and then they're the sculptures. It's just so weird seeing them on the beach like this. Just see how many you can see. I don't know if the camera will pick this up. I might have to zoom in a little bit just to show you how many of these are on this beach. And it's a little bit hazy at the moment, but normally when it's a lot clearer, you can see views out to the Wirral and sometimes even see North Wales. It's advised not to swim here though. It's a non-bathing beach. You can see some tugs there taking out a boat. You will see as well, they're all numbered. So this is number 67. So if you've got the time, you could actually visit, well, if the tide's out and right, you could visit all 100 of them. I feel sorry for him though, he's got a bit of bird poo on him. Now this particular one has just freaked me out a little bit, because compared to the others that don't really have too much of a face to look at, this one does. And I think obviously because of the bird poo and the rust and everything, and the cracks around his eyes, it's almost like someone's just pretending to stand here. Better just check. And I wonder if anyone has done that. You could probably actually just stand here like this and see if anyone notices. What makes it even more freakier is a lot of people like to put scarves on them, and sometimes hats. Just look at that. So obviously these are cast iron, so they will stand the test of time. And from here it does look like a UFO has just landed. Can you see that, the leisure centre? What a beautiful beach. So literally from Liverpool, it's about a 15-minute drive. We'll also go and check out the boating lake here as well. So the beach is there, and literally as you walk up here, you come up towards this massive boating lake. This is the coastal park. There's also some impressive big gardens as well just in there. And obviously I was on the beach just up there, but this is a great place to do lots of water activities. See somebody sailing over there. And what's really great is you can actually walk around the whole lake as well. There's one thing I'd love to try. Always looks too difficult. Look at that little mini sailboat. What a beautiful day to do it as well. Next, we're heading across the Mersey over onto the Wirral to check out New Brighton. So we're going to start the New Brighton tour just here at the roundabout with what looks like a clown holding the New Brighton sign. And just over there you can probably see Crosby Beach, where we was just a moment ago, and of course Liverpool docks and Liverpool beyond. This has got a very impressive and very wide promenade. So there is some shops on the right hand side. In fact, there's a Travelodge, there's a Morrison's, and there's loads of different places to eat. We'll go and check that out. Obviously we'll go and check out the lighthouse. There's a little fun fair here, some amusements, and of course we'll check out the beach. So there's an adventure golf here on the right hand side. This is all part of a mermaid trail here in New Brighton. Just look how beautiful that is. She's combing her hair. And she's got photos of people from New Brighton enjoying their holidays. Some old photos on there as well. Look how her hair is glittering in the sunshine. There's even a Travelodge if you wanted to stay here, just right at the end. So I'm walking on to the main part of the seafront now. Like I say, very mini seafront. But I really like this place. Cafe Cream. A lot of people out there. Look at this hotel here. I'm not quite sure what's being done to this, whether it's getting a new lease of life or what, but the Queen's Royal. Let us know in the comments if you've stayed here before. So obviously to the right there's Victoria Road, which is the shops in New Brighton. Little seaside cafe, look. Beautiful day for it. Can't believe it's still March, you know. Some amusements here. So it does have a very small beach, but still a beach. We'll go and check it out. Some bowling. So all the seafronts that I go to pretty much all have the same thing, right? But what is great about this place is everything is here, but in miniature form. So you've got those small amusements, and then there's a little fun fair here called Adventureland. I was talking about Art Deco buildings a while ago. Look at this. This is really beautiful. Alright, looks like it needs a bit of TLC, but real classic bit of 60s Art Deco here on the seafront. Wow, look at that building. Amazing. So a place to come and see a show just here at the Floral Pavilion. Here's another one of those mermaids. And here is the beach. It's like a little mini bay really. It's really nice. Continues around here as well. And this is really interesting. Just here, New Brighton of the world. You can see how far you are away from State Beach, California, 5,000 miles away. Staten Island, New York, 3,000 miles away. South Africa, 6,000 miles away. Christchurch, and then really randomly, Hampshire. So we're actually on a peninsula right now, which is called the Wirral, and just up here we get a great shot of Liverpool. I wonder what this building is. And then coming up here you've got more of a bigger beach and a great view of Liverpool just on the Mersey over there. Look at that. This is really random to say, but this bit reminds me a little bit of Dubai as you see the city from the beach. Now this is a great idea. I think more beaches should definitely put a sign up like this. Litter free beach, £1,000 fine. See, obviously when you look in that direction, the view is not overly great, but look at that. So we're going to have a walk to the lighthouse now. Tell you what, it's a shame there's a car here. It's completely ruined the shot. So obviously you can walk around the fort. Shame it's not open today. I love the fact that New Brighton, it kind of almost has 3 beaches, and the beaches all feel completely and utterly different to each other. So this is the famous New Brighton lighthouse. I believe at low tide you can walk out to it. So that was New Brighton. We're going to head up the coast that way to go and check out the last beach on our tour of the beaches of Liverpool, and we're heading to a place called West Kirby. Let's go. So here we are in West Kirby, and the thing you'll notice is how big the beach is. I mean, it's insane. Just look at that. Nice little place up there to have a drink. So there is a massive lake here where loads of water sports go on. And I don't know how well that picks it up on the camera, but the amazing sky, Wales, the sea, and then the lake. And just like the other lake in Crosby, you can actually walk all the way around the lake as well. There's people doing sailing out there. You'll see these signs everywhere. Walking to Hilbre, check the tide times, because what you can do is you can actually walk to these 3 little islands, and it probably takes you around about, I would say, a good half an hour to walk out to the furthest one. Obviously I've checked the tide times, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to the first little island. You can see obviously a lot of people like doing this, but you can see obviously Wales just over there in the distance. So there are 3 little islands. There's Little Eye, Middle Eye, and then Hilbre. It is weird walking on the beach though. I don't know, it's an odd feeling when you walk on the beach and you can't even see the sea. I mean, literally, look how big this beach is. I mean, it's absolutely massive. Shame there's not like a little train that goes out to these islands, isn't it? It doesn't seem that far, right? Oh yeah, it does. So the thing you've got to worry about is obviously as the water comes in, it doesn't just come in from that direction. It kind of it comes in from over there, and it could quite easily cut you off. So yeah, I've got to be quick because I think the tide's going to start to come back in about an hour or so. But if you really want to get away from it all, look at that. Look how far I've come already. So I'm getting a bit closer now, thankfully. Look at that. You can barely see the seafront. It's amazing the noise you get out here as well, because you're still quite far away from the roads, but you can hear cars very clearly. You wouldn't want to get caught out here if the tide comes in overnight, would you? I think once upon a time there used to be a house, I think, on here or something. Look at the rocks. Wow. Feels like you could be in Arizona, actually. These rocks must be thousands, if not millions of years old. Look at that, all the different layers. Almost looks like a face, doesn't it? I'd say what's really weird is seeing grass. Look at this. Look at the grass. Wow. What a view from up here. So when the conditions are right, obviously, you can walk across to the other island. But this is kind of the border between England and Wales. But this is still classed as the Wirral. But wow, definitely worth a walk to get away from it all. It's amazing, isn't it? And to think all this on Liverpool's doorstep. Let us know in the comments if you've actually walked out to that island. I would love to know. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe and click that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. If you want to see more videos from the Great British Seaside, click here and here, and I'll see you next time. Just got to walk back now. It's going to take forever.